Rapid Support Forces (RSF), one of the two parties fighting in Sudan since April 15, 2023, has given reasons it decided wage a war it described as defense war against the Sudanese Armed Forces (SAF). RSF delegates made the statement on Monday at the Intergovernmental Authority on Development (IGAD) meeting to broker peace between the two rivalries in the ongoing Sudan war. Excerpts of the RSF statement reads below. Our delegation's speech during yesterday's IGAD session. His Excellency, William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya. His Excellency, Abiy Ahmed Ali, Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia. Honorable Mahammad Ali Yusuf, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Djibouti representing His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Djibouti and Chairperson of IGAD, Honorable Benjamin Bolmel, Special Envoy of the Republic of South Sudan, representing His Excellency, the President of the Republic of South Sudan and Deputy Chairperson of IGAD Executive Secretary, His Excellency, Wokne Jibeyeho and His Excellency, Ambassador Bankole Adeoye, the African Union Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security. Representatives of the UN OCHA, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, the United States of America, the European Union, the United Kingdom, the Republic of Egypt. On behalf of the Sudanese people and the Rapid Support Forces (RSF), I would like to express my profound appreciation to all of you for your unwavering support and sympathy toward the Sudanese people during these challenging times caused by the destructive war. I am grateful for the tremendous efforts that you have exerted thus far to bring about an end to the war waged by the Islamist leadership of the Sudanese Armed Forces (SAF) and the former regime against the political and constitutional process and at reinstating Sudan's transition to democracy. This war was launched against the will of the vast majority of the people, who have tirelessly fought for a new, inclusive, and democratic Sudan. Sudan has unfortunately experienced numerous wars throughout its recent history. These conflicts have deep-rooted causes, including the failure of successive governments to acknowledge and embrace the country's immense diversity, promote balanced development, and establish inclusive governance. Since the Glorious Revolution began in December 2018, the RSF has been actively supporting efforts to transition Sudan into a democratic state, advocating for the withdrawal of the military from politics and the transfer of power to civilians. These efforts have been facilitated by the Quad and the United Nations, the African Union, and IGAD. However, the Islamists who have controlled the military institution in Sudan since 1989 sought to undermine this political process as it contradicted their desire to install a pro-military government and to prevent a successful transition. In order to execute their plans, they aim to eliminate the RSF, which has consistently stood against any attempts to establish another authoritarian regime in Sudan since the political process began. On April 15, 2023, a coordinated attack utilizing fighter jets and heavy artillery targeted all RSF camps and locations. This was accompanied by a false declaration labeling the RSF as rebellious forces, providing a pretext for the subsequent brutal operations. In response to these attacks and oppressions, the RSF exercised its natural rights to self-defense. Unfortunately, this ongoing war has resulted in thousands of casualties among civilians, loss of lives, severe socio-economic deterioration, and extensive infrastructure destruction. From the very beginning, the RSF has been eager to seek a political settlement too. This conflict provided that the prerequisites for restoring the country's path toward democratic transformation are met. Accordingly, the RSF has responded positively to all ceasefire initiatives and engaged in indirect talks in Jeddah under the auspices of the Saudi Arabia and United States. These talks resulted in the Jeddah Declaration on the Protection of Civilians and Humanitarian Arrangements. As the international community continues its noble efforts to assist the Sudanese people in finding a lasting solution, I would like to reaffirm the following points. 1. Regional and international actors should focus their endeavors on ending Sudan's wars once and for all. Any solution must address the root causes of these conflicts and pave the way for the creation of an impartial, democratic, and federal state. 2. We strongly reaffirm our commitment to the Jeddah Forum, facilitated by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the United States. 3. We express our gratitude to neighboring countries and the larger international community for their initiatives. We propose that all these initiatives be coordinated with the Jeddah Forum to ensure unity and cooperation among Sudan's friends in response to the destructive political, security, and humanitarian situation in the country. 4. The situation in Sudan necessitates the contributions of all regional and international allies to enhance the prospects for comprehensive, inclusive, and sustainable peace. Therefore, we call upon the Friends of Sudan to engage in serious dialogue immediately, aiming to unify all initiatives and identify coordinated roles for those willing and able to assist. 5. In addition to restoring peace and stability, Sudan's current situation requires regional and international support for rehabilitation, reconstruction, and addressing the destruction caused by the war. It is essential to utilize resources to achieve economic growth, regional food sufficiency, and social stability. 6. The participation of civilian forces in the political process aimed at addressing the current crisis, rebuilding Sudan, establishing a new, unified, and professional army, and achieving democratic transformation toward a new Sudanese state is crucial. The RSF warmly welcomes all regional and international initiatives that can contribute to achieving comprehensive peace and restoring democratic transition in Sudan. Lastly, I would like to express my deep and sincere gratitude to the United Nations, the African Union, IGAD, the Troika, and the Quad for their dedicated efforts to end this war and guide our country back to the path of peace and democratic transformation. May God bless and protect Sudan and its people. May God grant us the strength and wisdom needed to resolve our problems and establish a new, tolerant, inclusive, and democratic state. Thank you sincerely for your kind attention and time.